Hey everyone, and welcome to Tech Tonight. Today, we're getting into some huge stories. We're talking about an AI that has the White House on high alert, a smartphone battery that feels like it could last forever, and the wild, escalating fight for our digital safety. So, let's get right into it.
This really is the big question of our time, isn't it? It feels like every single new piece of tech comes with this incredible promise, but also this potential dark side. And today's news is the perfect snapshot of that. We're literally watching technology sprint down two different paths at the exact same time. One path is full of amazing opportunities, and the other, well, it's full of some pretty serious risks. Let's break it down. All right, first up, let's talk about artificial intelligence. Is it becoming our greatest creative partner, or is it a threat that could just unravel our entire digital world? Well, as we're about to see, the answer is kind of both. Okay, so let's start with this thing called mythos. It's a new AI model, and its job is to find security holes in software code. But here's the catch. It is so unbelievably good at its job that its creators got hauled into a meeting at the White House. I mean, when you have top banking and security officials using phrases like immediate and serious, you know this isn't just another product launch. This is something that could totally change the game in cybersecurity. And this is the core problem right here. If you're a good guy, Mythos is like the ultimate architect, helping you build digital fortresses that nobody can get into. But in the wrong hands, it's a super-powered battering ram that can smash through those same walls. It is the definition of a double-edged sword. So just how powerful are we talking here? Well, Mythos can find security vulnerabilities 10 times faster than any human expert or any other AI out there. Just think about that for a second. A critical flaw in a bank system or a city's power grid, something that might take a team of experts weeks to find, could now be spotted in just a few hours. That's a massive leap. And it's not just about being fast, it's about being scarily precise. It has a 95% accuracy rate. That means it isn't just finding the obvious, easy-to-spot problems. No, it's digging deep and finding those really complex, needle-in-a-haystack type bugs that a human developer might miss for years. And those are the exact kinds of flaws that lead to catastrophic data breaches. And get this, unlike a human team, it never sleeps. It doesn't need coffee breaks, it never gets tired. It can just keep probing a system's defenses 24/7, relentlessly looking for one tiny crack in the armor. Now, that tireless work is an incredible advantage if you're on defense. But just imagine that same tool in the hands of a hostile government, testing our critical infrastructure, nonstop. That's the exact scenario that's keeping security experts up at night. Okay, but that's the scary side of the AI coin. At the very same moment that all of this is happening, AI is also evolving into this amazingly powerful and helpful creative partner. So let's look at the complete other side of this story. Let's talk about Canva AI 2.0. This is not just a design tool anymore. It's basically becoming a creative agent. You can actually have a conversation with it, ask it to create designs for you. And because it has this persistent memory, it actually learns your brand's style. It can hook into your other tools like Slack and Google Drive. It can go out and research topics on the web for you, and it can even schedule your social media posts automatically. It's turning AI into your own personal creative assistant. And this whole push and pull thing isn't just happening in software. Let's switch gears and talk about hardware, where the race to be the biggest and fastest is creating some amazing new toys, but also some pretty serious real-world limitations. Okay, you have to check this out. Vivo just dropped the Y600 Pro, and its main selling point is an absolute monster of a battery, 10,000 milliamp hours. And I mean, this isn't just a little bump up. It completely dwarfs its own predecessor and is almost double the average for phones on the market right now. So, what does a number like that actually mean for you in the real world? It means 2, maybe 3 full days of use on a single charge. If you're someone who travels a lot, or you create content on your phone, or you just hate having to carry a power bank around, this is a huge leap forward. It's a real game changer. But here's the other side of that hardware coin. More power isn't always better. Take MediaTek's new flagship processor. On paper, it has this incredible 5 GHz peak speed. I mean, that's basically desktop computer level power in your pocket. The problem? A tiny little phone just can't get rid of all the heat that kind of speed generates. So what happens in the real world is the chip has to slow itself down really quickly so it doesn't overheat. It's where the marketing hype runs headfirst into the brick wall of physics. So whether we're talking about super powerful AI or processors that run too hot, all these new technologies force this constant battle for our own digital safety. It's really this constant tug of war, right? Between trying to build a smart defense before something bad happens and just cleaning up the mess after it does. So, on the let's prevent the problem side, Google has this fantastic new feature in Android 17 called the Contact Picker. So, instead of an app just demanding access to your entire address book, this new system puts you in the driver's seat. A little window pops up, and you get to choose exactly which contacts you want to share, and even which pieces of information, like maybe just their email address and nothing else. And here's the real game changer. This isn't just an optional setting you have to dig for. Google is making this system mandatory for all new apps coming to the store. This is a huge system-wide shift that forces the whole app industry to respect our privacy by default. It's a massive win for user control. But for all the good work being done to build these higher walls, the bad guys are absolutely relentless. And that brings us to the other side of security, the reactive side. $13.7 million. This isn't a company's valuation. It's not a marketing budget. That's how much money was stolen in a single devastating hack. So what was that number? Well, that's how much was ripped off from the crypto exchange GreenX in a very sophisticated attack. The hackers only had to target 54 accounts to drain nearly $14 million. It's just a brutal reminder that no matter how good our defenses get, the threat is always there, and the consequences are very, very real. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. AI, new hardware, digital security. What does it all mean when you put it together? What's the big picture? You know, when you step back and look at it all, a really clear pattern starts to show up. For every single story about opportunity, there's a matching story about risk. We have AI as a creative partner with Canva, and AI as a potential cyber weapon with Mythos. We get amazing hardware convenience from Vivo's battery, but we also run into the physical compromises of MediaTek's chip. We're building incredible proactive protection like Google is, but we're still dealing with the fallout of reactive breaches like the GreenX hack. And that really leaves us with this one final thought. The direction all this technology goes, it isn't just about what new cool things we can invent. It's about the choices we make, the safeguards we decide to build, and the responsibility we all take for these incredibly powerful tools we're creating. And that, right there, is the real story shaping our future. Thanks so much for tuning in.